You've been wanting to cozy up by a fire with a good whiskey? Try these 9. Welcome back to another edition of Bourbon Kingdom. I'm David.
And I'm Zach.
And today we are reviewing. We're not reviewing anything.
We're
talking about the best winter whiskeys. So
we started doing this little series where we kind of talk about like our favorite whiskeys like during the time of year because honestly people asked.
Yeah.
And I was like, how will it do? How will that? And y'all apparently really like it and ask for it because I've already got like a few messages like, hey, I need to know what I'm supposed to be drinking during this. I'm like, bro, it's only January.
Yeah, and you're like, drink what you want to drink.
Yeah, drink what you want to drink.
Drink what you want to drink. It's okay.
So we put together this list, for us, and mostly it's just kind of like, what am I drinking? What is available-ish, at least in our area. So basically it has to sit on the shelf. And then we try to throw in like a little bit of like an allocation at the end. Just kind of have a little fun, a little spice to it.
Add a little spice to life.
All right, so we'll start. First one I'm going to
do. Sorry.
You going to be okay?
Coughing up a lung here, man.
He's new to whiskey.
Yeah.
This is Down Home Toasted Wheat. So this is my last store pick I have. I think it's from like Happy Liquors or whatever it is. Yeah, Happy Liquors, single barrel. I absolutely love these. These are probably, looking at the list, is actually realistically the hardest thing to find probably.
The one thing I love about Down Home is they generally do a toasted really well.
Yeah.
Generally.
Yeah, I can go with that.
Yeah.
I've been a big fan of their wheat though. To me, it's put together really well. Typically, it has really nice leather notes, tobacco notes. It gets a little creamy towards the end, and it's just a really. I just really enjoy it, and I'm not the biggest wheat guy out there. And to me, I think they've done a heck of a job with those.
Yeah, they do a really, really good job.
All right, next one. And we just actually did the review for this too. Maker's Cask Strength.
Big fan.
Yeah.
Big fan.
I think overall, like, we talked about this, comparing this with like an antique, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not saying it's going to beat an antique, but I think it's a fair comparison to put it up against.
Sure.
An antique.
I agree with that. And that the proof is right there. I mean, it's that good, 109, something like
that?
Yeah.
They're all
109.
So they're all going to be a little different.
Yeah.
Depending on the batch. But yeah, this one's 109, and this one smacks, dude.
Like, this one's really good. I was really impressed with this one.
Really, really good. And to me, again, talking about wheaters, I'm not the biggest wheat guy.
Yeah.
And this has been, I kind of keep going back and sipping on it, and I feel like I want to, like, blend the two together. I'm pretty sure an antique will win. But I just kind of want to go back and forth and blend it and see how it does. So.
Yeah. Well, stay tuned for maybe a future video.
Oh, gosh. Here he goes, putting stuff out into the ether. All right, next one on the list. Penelope Barrel Strength. Very popular bottle amongst pretty much all whiskey tubers. I think for us, we definitely lean a lot more for the barrel strength than the toasted, if I'm being fair.
Yes.
But I was
unlike Down Home, where I like their toasted products usually.
Mm-hmm.
I do not enjoy their toasted.
I would say I have a couple, and they're not I have a tag that's absolutely ripping my back of my neck apart. This has not, or the toasted hasn't been my favorite compared to the barrel strength, I would say.
Yeah.
This is batch 8. Yeah, this is batch 8. I think they're on like, I don't know, 14, 15, 16.
And again, this is like the perfect proof. Like 115.
Oh, yeah.
It's like right at 115, 116.
Right around that. And I was actually at Nulu the other day, and we were trying some stuff, and whenever I was leaving, he bought a bottle of the new batch.
Yeah.
And cracked it, and we tried it outside as we were leaving. And I was like, yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all consistently good.
Yeah.
They're all a little different, but they're all really consistently good.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about maybe my favorite bottle on this whole list.
I know, you've been hammering that.
Dude, this thing just absolutely crushes.
The Baker 7.
It's amazing. It's so good. And
again, they have such a great cork. This one's not heavy or anything, but it's such a cool looking cork.
I know, 1,000%.
Yeah.
And they just do such a absolute great job with it. This one is 8 years and 1 month old. This to me is like they're always higher than like the 7 years that they put on there. I've never seen one that was just 7 years.
Yeah,
it's either 7 years and some change, or it's 8 years. I've seen a 9 year at one point in time, and they're just it's like I don't know. I think it's like $56 the last time I bought one. So, and if you can find the single barrel pick of it,
yep, always good. Yep, really good.
All right, next one. And by this time, I don't think we have put the review out. This is a little joint combo here of the Prideful Goat 6-year bourbon and rye. And I absolutely fell in love with Prideful Goat.
Yeah, Prideful Goat. And this isn't the store pick.
No.
The barrel pick.
I fell in love with the pick from the Junkies.
Yeah,
and that was a rye.
Yeah, that was a rye.
And I
really enjoyed that one too.
It was great.
Yeah,
it was legitimately a great pick.
Yeah,
and I've just absolutely fallen in love with Prideful Goat on everything I've been having, and they're so transparent. Like, they have a funny little story on the back where they say it's like from this legacy distillery in Lawrenceburg, Indiana.
Yeah,
and it's just like, what could that be? But they've done such a great job with these 6 years, and now I'm like obsessed with looking for a 15-year.
Yeah, and the Prideful Goat it's going to end up. It's just going to be so hard to find. Soon.
Well, these are kind of hard to find.
They're hard to find already.
Well, let me say this. So they were hard to find in our area for a little bit.
Yeah.
I think they were more available in other markets. Now I'm starting to see them a little bit more.
But the more it gets in people's bar, the more people are going to be like,
yeah,
oh, Prideful Goat's for real. Like, yeah, it's not just like a funny, hey, a Prideful Goat.
Well, and what's funny is like I was having this conversation with a buddy of mine because we were talking about 6-year-old MGP that had been coming out that we just hadn't liked, and I said, you gotta try the Prideful Goat.
Yeah,
because this stuff here smacks. Mm-hmm. Like, it's really, really good.
So good, so good.
Next one, channel favorite.
We would like to officially be sponsored by Redwood Empire. I mean, if you can make that happen, we would love it.
Our love is for sale for Redwood Empire. Not for everybody, but for Redwood Empire.
Yes, for Redwood Empire for sure.
So right here we have the rye and the bourbon. We left out the Lost Monarch, which is the Burr rye, because it just, to us, that wasn't our favorite out of these two.
Correct.
But these two here.
Yeah, these two are great. Yeah.
Absolutely great.
And again, if you want to cozy up by a fire and have a good whiskey.
I can't handle this. I literally.
But if you want to, these are really, really
I don't know why you get so southern whenever you get like that too. Like, if you want to cozy up, I can't even do it.
If you would like to cozy up to a good fire.
I think that's like European though.
I don't know what that is.
We're terrible with accents.
Listen. I haven't eaten and I've drank today, so.
The rye was actually our favorite, but the bourbon, I think the bourbon's really well put together. And what's funny is, so this is actually it hasn't hit our market at all. So we actually had a friend from California help us get these bottles.
Yes.
But yeah, if these, when they do hit our market, or if they haven't hit your market yet, highly recommend these two out of
again, and you know me and my whatever about rye. This rye is on a whole nother level.
I think it's good.
On a whole nother level. This is really good, and I thought that this would be my favorite. Mm-hmm. And I had to reluctantly go, it's the rye. It's the Emerald Giant cast strength. It's the jam. So,
all right. So those are kind of all of our everyday, kind of daily, for the most part.
You can find those.
Right? Yeah. This last one we're going to put, this one's a little bit more on the allocation side. Not crazy hard to find whenever they come out, but if you're able to find these, is the Woodford Batch Proof, or as I like to call the Club and Thor bottle, because this thing, if you were going to hit somebody, it's perfect.
Yeah.
Just knock them out.
Yeah, for sure.
I found this at a little crap hole liquor store the other day. I swear it was like a shed.
Yeah.
But this, I was drinking with some friends, and we decided to fresh crack this, and they absolutely loved it. And I think
these have been hit or miss over the years.
I was going to say the same thing.
Yeah.
I agree with them being hit or miss, but this one here,
This one's good.
This one here is
Matter of
really,
fact,
really good.
that's what I was drinking.
That's what he was drinking on.
So, yeah, really, really good. I mean, Woodford just knows how to make a good bourbon, and it's nice when the batch proof stuff that they put out hits.
I agree,
and is really good because it's worth it when it hits. So,
all right, that's everything we have. Let us know what we got right, what we got wrong, and if we should have added something.
Yeah, for sure. And until the next time, we'll see you.
We'll see you.